Okay, here we are the next day. We'll take the clamps off of this corner block that we glued yesterday. See how that came out. That looks like it came out perfect. Cork's a little bit stuck there. It's alright though, that's why I use cork. Well, I got a little bit of glue squeeze over here. I'll have to clean that up. Clean up the cork. So our next test, this is called a Goll, by the way, C-A-U-L, a block, leather lined block for clamping purposes, designed specifically for that joint. And we got this cleaned up yesterday. It's going to be a little problematic though because it's been apart for so long, it's not quite lined up. And we'll probably glue this lining first. And this piece here was broken and reattached right there improperly. It doesn't line up, so we'll have to take that apart before we can put that back over here. This rib, this is called the C rib, by the way. We're going to glue this down because that seems to be just about the right spot from where it was before. Then we can get along to this one here. Oh, the saddle just came off. We'll set that aside. That's just as well as you see the joint here is not together. It should be, there's a gap. We want to get rid of that gap. And the rib is coming off anyway. It was put back together at some point improperly, so we're going to take this rib off. We'll get that soaking with some hot water in there. And then we'll, once that's, get that rib off, we'll glue the end block here. Now see all that green stuff? A lot of dirt and crud down here, so we'll clean that off too. We'll get that soaking. So probably use a cloth rag for that, so it doesn't deteriorate like the newspaper. We'll let that soak while we glue the other part up. So those two are soaking. Our hot glue is hot. Got special clamps just go right around the corner there so we can get this one glued right where we want it. Oh yeah, let's take the clamps off of this base bar too. This is a homemade friction clamp, basically a base bar clamp. You split the wood there, tie it back here so it won't split any further, and it applies just enough pressure. I'll take out the cam action clamps. Yep, that came out nicely too. Tap tone, we call that, to see if there's any other cracks. But you can see this glue up here, this yellow glue. We're going to have to get rid of that. And put a drop of water on that, get that started. Because that will affect the tone if you have that little extra glue down there. Because it won't vibrate right. Okay, so put this stuff away here. Once again, this is the Goll violin, 1916, Brunn, Moravia, which is part of the Czech Republic now. guess it was part of Czechoslovakia at the time, in 1916 when this was made. Okay, we got that cork that got glued on out of the way. That extra drip of glue off of there that couldn't get to with the way the clamps were. Oh yeah, that glued up perfectly. So I'll get a little water in here. We'll want to be careful here because we don't want to get any glue or water on the label. Just get enough moisture in there to loosen up the old glue. That's when it made a pencil X there and another pencil X there. I have no idea why. But we're not going to do anything with that. That's for somebody else to decide. Okay, our hot glue is hot. We'll put some of that in here. Don't need a lot, just enough. Make sure there's no glue going on the back there, so the clamp doesn't get glued together. You don't want to over tighten that to get it just to where it needs to be. That corner is lined up perfectly right to the edge there. I make sure it's pretty much the same spot it was before. Clean out the excess glue. On both sides. So once that glue sets, it's harder to get off. You got to get it wet again. Yeah, looks like we got it all. Even with the dry side, dry out the excess water. Okay, that looks good. Double check the fit of the corner box. Now see, these are the bottom ones. The top ones are a little smaller. Slightly different curve. I'll have to figure out which ones go where. Yeah, that looks like it probably goes down there. This one. Can't put it in there now because the clamp, but that's the basic. Well, either that one goes here, this one goes here. We'll figure it out once that dries. So that'll be our next project. Getting that corner block put in, and one of these, or maybe the end block first, so we can line it all up. Let's see if any of this glue comes off now. Sometimes if there's no clamping on it, it comes off a little easier. And since these are just strips, we're hoping that that will be the case. Oh, I missed. There's a big glob of it right here. All along this edge. See if we can just pop that off. Yeah, clean break. You don't want that water to sit on here too long either. That will make the top a little too swelled up. Scrape off all that excess glue and excess moisture. Get it back to where it was originally. And we'll also use a scraper. Make sure it's nice and uniform. This is what they would have used originally to get it nicely graduated or thicknessed. The right thickness so it produces a good tone. By the way, I burned my hand on the stove the other day, but it's not serious. So, in case you're wondering. Okay, we got glue here, we got glue there. So, another hour or two of soaking. For this thick blob here. And this here, so we'll be doing all this in our next episode. Thanks for joining us.